A lot of parents think that the transition to adulthood starts the senior year of high school. For many neurodiverse young adults, the real challenges started much earlier and become much more visible after high school ends. A student can be intelligent, capable, academically successful, but then still struggle with things like self-management, motivation, and adapting to the real world. For many families, the realization can feel overwhelming and unpredictable. I'm Dr. Jorge Navarro, owner of TriumVitae Ed Ltd., and I work with neurodiverse young adults and their families to help make the transition into adulthood more structured, intentional, and realistic. I'm also a parent of a neurodiverse young adult myself, so I understand the questions that many parents are asking at this time. Is my child truly ready for adulthood? One of the biggest things that I've learned, both professionally and personally, is this. Progress isn't linear. Independence is built gradually over time, and what works best for neurodiverse young adults often looks very different than from what people expect. That's why I created a free transition readiness assessment. I designed it to help families step back and take a look at the bigger picture of transition readiness across 4 major areas that often get overlooked: self-awareness and executive function, the systems that families navigate both during and after high school, supports surrounding the young adult, and strategies and routines that help create long-term independence. The goal isn't to look at transition as just task mastery, it's to build more intentional structures around skills, systems, supports, and planning that shape transition to adulthood. At the end of your assessment, you'll receive a personalized report designed to identify strengths, areas that need support, and some practical next steps to help guide the transition process more proactively and effectively. When our family was first beginning this journey, I wish we had something like this, something that could cut through the overwhelming amount of research that we did, the conflicting advice, expose the limitations of what public school systems actually could offer, and instead give a clear, big picture understanding of what a neurodiverse young adult truly needs to transition into the adult world in a meaningful and effective way. If this sounds familiar to your family, you can learn more by accessing the free resources linked below. Thanks.